Versatile Infotainment provides thousands of informative videos of our viewers. If you want more informative videos, please like and subscribe our channel. So let's go our topic.
With a net worth of $3.05 billion, Oprah Winfrey is an American media tycoon, television personality, and author. She currently has an annual income of over $315 million because of her extremely successful, diverse media business. The 1986 premiere of The Oprah Winfrey Show, which ran for 25 seasons and 4,561 episodes before ending on May 25, 2011, is largely responsible for Oprah's initial rise to fame. Oprah is a multi-billionaire now for a very straightforward reason. Her mid-1980s career choice was both simple and brilliant. Unlike many of her modern-day television presenters who are only multi-millionaires. As we go into more depth in this article, Oprah decided to go it alone in 1986 and created Harpo Inc. Media, which ran Harpo Productions and Harpo Studios, following the signing of an apparently fantastic contract that paid her $1 billion a year. To put it briefly, Oprah started out creating her show before selling it back to the networks. This explains why Oprah earned between $200 and $300 million annually throughout the show's run. A huge sum of money compared to the roughly $5 million earned annually by her fellow famous daytime anchors at the time. Oprah Winfrey is the recipient of multiple accolades and distinctions such as the 18 Daytime Emmy distinctions, the Cecil B. DeMille Award, and the Presidential Medal of Freedom. She was also honored with inductions into the Television Hall of Fame and the National Women's Hall of Fame. Oprah has contributed millions of dollars to charity groups demonstrating her generosity as a philanthropist. She established the Oprah Winfrey Foundation, which promotes women's and girls' access to economic and educational opportunities. Oprah is the author of numerous best-selling books, such as What I Know for Sure and The Life You Want. Key facts. First became a millionaire in 1989. By 1995, her net worth crossed $500 million. Became a billionaire in 2000. Makes $300 million per year. Owns $200 million worth of real estate. That has donated at least $400 million to charity to date. Is the richest self-made woman in America. Owns 900 acres of land in Maui. Owns 13 properties in Hawaii alone. Early life. Early years. Oprah Winfrey overcame discrimination, abuse, and poverty to rise to prominence as one of the world's most powerful individuals. On January 29, 1954, Oprah Gail Winfrey was born. It wasn't a typographical error. Oprah, her given name, was a reference to the biblical character found in the book of Ruth. The name was frequently mispronounced as Oprah when the infant was born, and this eventually stuck. In Kosciuszko, Mississippi, she was born. Bonita Lee, her mother, was a teenage housemaid who was single. When Oprah was born, her biological father, Vernon Winfrey, was serving in the military. Well, in the end, he held positions as a city councilman, a barber, and a coal miner. Rumor has it that another man named Noah Robinson may have been her biological father. When Oprah was a baby, her mother and she moved home with her grandmother. The family was notoriously forced to wear potato sacks as school clothes, while Oprah herself lived in utter poverty. She thus truly went from poverty to wealth. Oprah went to Milwaukee with her mother when she was 6 years old, and her mother found work as a maid there. Oprah's mother gave birth to Patricia, her second daughter, at this time. Patricia passed away in 2003 at the age of 43 from cocaine usage. Father Vernon's brother Jeffrey, another half-sibling, passed away from AIDS in 1989. Oprah was moved to live in Nashville with her father Vernon when she was 12 years old. She fled her abusive home at the age of 13 in order to avoid being mistreated there. She became pregnant at the age of 14, giving birth to a preterm boy who passed away. She started out at Milwaukee's Lincoln High School, but after doing exceptionally well in a special program, she was transferred to Nicollet High School, a wealthy suburban institution. She returned to her Nashville residence after running across some problems. She blossomed at East Nashville High School. But after placing first in a Miss Black Beauty Tennessee contest when she was 17, Oprah was hired on as a news anchor part-time at Weave All, a local black radio station. She was given a scholarship to study communication at Tennessee State University. Oprah dropped out of school at 19 to focus full-time on her television profession. Career in media. At Nashville's WAC TV, Oprah became the first black female news anchor. She was also the station's youngest anchor ever. She was hired at the age of 22 by WGZ, a Baltimore-based station, to co-anchor the 6 o'clock news, a highly sought-after role. She started co-hosting the chat program People Are Talking in August 1978. In the local Baltimore market, she was outperforming Phil Donahue, who was nationally syndicated by 1980. At the conclusion of her tenure in Baltimore, her annual salary amounted to $220,000, which, after accounting for inflation, is almost $560,000 now. Seeing Oprah's promise, ABC awarded her a 30-minute morning talk program in Chicago in 1984 to be produced by King World Productions. King World served as the production studio for Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. There was a $1 million 4-year contract attached to the employment. $250 a year at the time, adjusted for inflation, is equivalent to almost $600 now. The syndication empire and the Oprah Winfrey Show. After Chicago debuted on January 2, 1984, it was the lowest-rated talk show in Chicago until Oprah took over and replaced Phil Donahue in a matter of months. The program changed its name to The Oprah Winfrey Show on September 8, 1986, and it was extended to a full hour and syndicated across the country. The program first focused solely on issues affecting women, but it subsequently included a wider range of subjects, including spirituality, health, social challenges, and charitable giving. It wasn't long after the initial air date that Oprah started to have doubts about the $1 million on contract. Roger Ebert, a fellow Chicago TV celebrity, advised Oprah to schedule a meeting with Jeffrey Jacobs, his agent. Jeffrey was the agent for Bill Cosby in addition to Ebert and his co-host Gene Siskel. As the show went syndicated, Jacobs was keen to point out that Oprah was not likely to ever make an extra dollar. Even more bluntly, he told Oprah, this is a slave contract. Slaves are paid a set amount of money. They're ready to stake everything on a nationwide tour. This $1 million contract is for 4 years, with the goal of turning you into a well-paid slave. Jacobs described how Bill Cosby owned a portion of the syndication of his show and how Siskel and Ebert controlled a portion of theirs. The journey of Oprah and affluent. 1. Oprah brought Jeffrey Jacobs back to King World TAV to work out a new arrangement after firing her agent. King World declined to resume talks. It would come out that this rejection was incredibly fortunate. Rather than ceding a small portion of the show's syndication points, King World allowed Jeffrey Jacobs and Oprah to inadvertently create an empire. After negotiations broke down, Oprah and Jeffrey started Harpo Productions on their own. King World was in a difficult situation. Oprah was breaking viewership records in Chicago at the time, and national syndication appeared certain. Oprah should have received a portion of the back end when they finally gave in. It would have cost them a few million per year. When King World eventually returned, Oprah had moved past requesting a share of the back end. When she revealed that she intended to produce the show herself, King World officials were taken aback. She and Jeffrey would cover all of the show's production expenses through Harpo Productions at Harpo Studios, and they would then pay King World a predetermined amount to syndicate the program across the country. The paying worker was now King World. And Harpo was 90 owned by Oprah. Stephen held 10 E. Subsequently, Oprah and Jeffrey worked out a much more comprehensive contract with ABC that covered film productions, books, a magazine, and, most significantly, the ability to produce new TV series under her production company. Her 3.5-acre Harpo complex would be the site of all show production. Neither the tar, nor is that all. Oprah and Jeffrey even proceeded to discuss a possible ownership share in King World Productions. Oprah would profit from every program King World produced, including Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. As a result of this agreement, King World was acquired by CBS in 1999 for $2.05 billion in stock. After the deal concluded, Oprah had 1% of CBS shares. In addition, she ended up with a sizable amount of Disney stock, thanks to an arrangement she struck with ABC in the middle of the 1990s. Oprah would go on to make several billions of dollars, but her talk show peers from the 1980s, such as Sally Jessy Raphael, filled on a Hugh and Jerry Springer, would only go on to make tens of millions through regular contracts. Oprah's net worth achievements: year net worth $500,000 in 1985, $1 million in 1989, $25 million in 1995, $1 in $2,000, $2 million in 2007, $3 billion in 2014, $3 billion, $100 million in 2019, and $3 billion, $500 million in 2020. Oprah became the first black woman to reach the billionaire level in America when she did it for the first time in 1999 or 2000. She was making $300 million a year at this point from producing shows for Dr. Phil and Raquel Ray in addition to her own. Yay! Oprah was the world's fourth richest celebrity as of mid-2021. At that time, only 3 celebrities were worth billions of dollars. Steven Spielberg's $7.05 billion, 5 cents billion dollars, and Kanye West is $6.06 billion. The wealthiest self-made woman in America is Oprah Winfrey. Supporters and additional initiatives. Since 2015, Oprah has been on the Weight Watchers board of directors. She was given ownership worth $43.05 million when she joined the company. The value of the stake has increased to over $400 million. She got a multi-year contract to produce shows for the electronics behemoth Apple in 2019. Oprah's career as an actor spans several significant motion pictures, including as the 1985 film The Color Purple, the 1998 film Beloved, the 2013 film The Butler, and the 2014 film Selma. Numerous miniseries, documentaries, and television programs have been produced by her. Oprah is currently nominated for 2 Academy Awards. One as a producer for Best Picture for Selma, and another for Best Supporting Actress for The Color Purple. The Jean Hersholt Humanitarian Academy Award was given to her in 2011. Oprah has received 1 Golden Globe, 2 Primetime Emmys, a Tony Award, and 18 Daytime Emmy Awards out of 26 nominations. Real estate portfolio of Oprah. Oprah owns hundreds, possibly even thousands of acres of real estate worth at least $200 million in the United States. Chicago. Oprah lived in a 9,625 square foot house there as her principal residence from 1985 until 2015, when she sold it for $4.625 million. The residence on East Lake Shore Drive features 3 bedrooms, high ceilings, breathtaking views of the water, a solarium, a butler's pantry, a room dedicated to wine storage, a breakfast nook, an office, and a terrace. Montecito. She paid $50 million for a 23,000 square foot mansion in Montecito, California, Santa Barbara in 2001, which is arguably her most magnificent piece of real estate. This house is currently valued at least $90 million. She paid $29 in 2016 to acquire a 23-acre farm estate near Montecito. She acquired the home next door in 2019 for $6.85 million, adding 4 acres to her Montecito property. Oprah owns 67 acres in Montecito altogether. Washington. Oprah owned a 43-acre estate on Orcas Island in Washington state from 2018 to 2021. In July 2021, she sold the home for $14 million, having paid $8.275 million for it in 2018. Colorado. She paid $14 million for a Telluride, Colorado house in 2014. The house is 8,700 square feet on 3.25 acres. Bob Wall, a software executive, built this smart house. Oprah has the option to water her houseplants from her Chicago office, which houses the Oprah Network headquarters. It also features a heated driveway and a spa in the Finnish style. Maui. In 2002, Oprah made her first real estate purchase there. She has invested up to $60 million over the years to cobble together 900 acres on the island. She bought the house next door for $32 million in a single transaction. She owns 13 properties on Maui in all. For years, Oprah's property manager had been exploring several parts of Hawaii in search of the ideal location for her holiday house. Eventually, he discovered a secluded spot on a rocky hillside overlooking the ocean in Maui's countryside. Her property manager was concerned that ultimately condos would be built on the remaining space, destroying the scenery even though there were few homes in the area. Oprah then threw down and took up the entire space. She paid $3.02 million for a 9-acre lot, $2.09 million for 34 acres, and $2.01 million for an additional 6 acres. And that was only to protect her new vacation home scenery. She also spent more than $15 million purchasing an additional 102 acres in the Lahula neighborhood of Maui. The majority of the property is still undeveloped or reserved for protection, although some will be developed for homes and businesses. Generosity. Oprah has contributed about $400 million to charitable causes as of this writing, with a primary emphasis on initiatives related to education. She has funded almost 400 scholarships to Morehouse College in Atlanta. What? She founded Oprah's Angel Network, a non-profit organization that provides support to non-profits worldwide in 1998. To date, Oprah's Angel Network has helped numerous organizations generate more than $80 million to enable 100 of all proceeds to benefit the NGOs. Oprah personally covers all administrative expenses for the network. So, the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls was founded by Oprah in South Africa in 2007. She has contributed $40 million privately to the school's funding to date. With ambitions to grow to 450 students, the school currently has 322 enrolled students as of this writing. In addition to Oprah's $10 million donation, Oprah's Angel Network raised $11 million for Hurricane Katrina relief efforts. She gave the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture a $12 million donation in 2013. President Barack Obama awarded Oprah the Presidential Medal of Freedom in that same year. Individual life. Since 1986, Oprah and Stedman Graham have been